How's it going, guys? What's up? How you doing? Ready for the weekend? Hope. Let's see. All right, I got some chips and I got some grilled cheese and got some nacho cheese. You can't have any. Got some melted nacho and I got some grilled cheese and I got some raised peach. And we'll see what else happens. So, how you guys doing? How's everything going? Hopefully everybody's having a good weekend so far. And yeah, hopefully we got it all straightened out and guys been enjoying the week, I guess. Been a long week for me. Get to take a little bit of a break this weekend, so rest up. And I know Thanksgiving's right around the corner, so you guys are probably planning your dinners and getting everything ready. And hopefully you guys got your menu planned out. I don't know if everybody's got like the same type of idea for different things. Sometimes some people like different things for Thanksgiving. Sometimes people like, turkey, and people do ham, tofurkey. What else? Enchiladas, I guess. And yeah, just a lot of different stuff. All right, so I'm gonna go with a little bit of cheese dip and see how that works. Cheesy. Oh yeah, not bad. So yeah, hopefully you guys are being able to find all your Thanksgiving stuff. I know that's going to be coming up soon, and kind of tough in the stores lately. Don't have a lot of inventory, so hopefully you'll find them. And then, because yeah, only a couple days left, and then it's already closing on the day. A lot of places are having Black Friday today. Well, seems to be every year, earlier and earlier. Oh, that's just as good. Yeah, going over to a relative's house or a friend's house or stuff. Let them do the cooking. Hey, Tom, the only trouble is no leftovers. All right, well. How? Yeah, so. Nice. Get me a couple. Get me a couple double animal style. I haven't had In-N-Out for a little while. I just didn't feel like doing any late night menu stuff. Believe me, at this point, I do not want any ice cream for a while. So, and I got a grilled cheese. I'm drinking Ray's White Peach. So, I'm just a grilled cheese, some nachos and cheese. But yeah, I didn't really feel like doing late night menu. I didn't feel like going to Taco Bell or Jack in the Box or Domino's or anything like that. I just found what I had in the leftovers, and I had to get some stuff done today. Today was like fun. And I'm not supposed to talk about it, but I will, because they probably won't know. But I got to try a new flavor of Cheetos mac and cheese today. Very interesting. Maybe it's going to come out soon. I don't know. Not yet. I have not found those. I've not found the Reese's donuts yet. I haven't looked. I'll keep an eye out. Where are you going, Pig? Alright, so let's see. What else? Haven't heard anything new on the menus or any new items out there. I haven't really heard much. I haven't really kept up on the news, really. Where did I go? I went someplace earlier, looking to see if they had new items, but didn't really see any. No, actually, I haven't done it yet. Probably coming up in the next couple days, maybe like Wednesday. I reviewed it. I just haven't put it out yet. Actually, I just just finished working on the video just now. I've seen it, but I haven't tried that one. I don't know if it's any good or not. I guess it's probably okay. I haven't seen that at too many places around here. I don't know. My place just don't have much. I don't have much of that kind of stuff. Just the regular items. I don't know. Guess I'm not in the right neighborhoods, I guess. I don't know. I've even tried going to the Bevmo and some of those other places, but can't find it. So anybody got any big plans or anything like that coming up soon? I don't know. Oh, they did? Oh, the donuts? Or the bang? You know, I haven't looked in 7-Eleven much lately. No. Problem is, I've got like, oh, Loco. Yeah, you know, it's weird because we've got like 4 7-Elevens, and some of them have more stuff, some of them don't. I actually did see it at like a liquor store, and then they had a it was like another one. Yeah, well, it's honey. I guess it just depends on what neighborhoods you're in or what the areas. Bigger towns, they tend to have bigger markets. Sometimes they have more things. I don't know. Mine's kind of small town as far as liquor stores go, and then lately they've been not been getting anything. Been going to the store, the shelves are like clear. Everything's gone. Oh. Hi, Zig. What you doing, Ziggy? So yeah. And boy, I'm telling you, had just nachos, and then grilled cheese. But yeah, just a little bit of grilled cheese. Not any, but pretty good. You can get gourmet. When I finally got to try the new chicken sandwich. Not really. I could put peppers or stuff in it. You know what? I don't know that they have those anymore. I think you can actually ask for them by order, but I don't know that they do that nacho cheese anymore there. Used to be like a self-service thing, but now they have like pizza and taquitos and hot dogs, chicken wings, I think. Other items. Some of them they have like you can just warm up like biscuits and sandwiches and burritos. The chicken sandwich was just like I remember it. That's what I'll say. And I'm telling you that was so weird because it made absolutely no sense at my Burger Kings. The one Burger King, I looked it up where I actually had ordered it from and they didn't have it, and then I ended up getting a refund. They listed it for $7.69 for one sandwich. And then the other one, where I actually ended up getting it, listed it for $5.49 for one sandwich. And on the app, said two for $6 on both those places. And when I went through the drive-through and pulled up on it, they had a sign that said 2 for $7. So I don't understand. I ordered it through the mobile app. I ended up getting it 2 for $6, even though their sign said 2 for $7. So and 7 something for one sandwich is ridiculous. I'm telling you. I don't know what's going on with their apps and with their prices and stuff are, but they're all out of whack. I'm telling you. Mix and match was 2 for $7, and it was Whopper, original chicken sandwich, and I think I don't remember. I think it was the chicken maybe. I don't remember. But yeah, I'm telling you, they're not consistent with their items. So. Yeah, kind of have to agree. They were a little bit salty to me too. Oh, I don't know if that's good or bad. I had one the other day too, so I don't know. Could be good, could be bad. All I know is I had issues with them, price-wise and availability-wise. Yeah. I think it's the breading in the patty that was like extra salty. But I remember back from the day, they used to have like 3 of them. I think you have to use the app and prepay. Um, I think you have to prepay it. I don't know if you can use cash and go up and pay for it when you get there. I don't think they let you do that. I think you have to pay for it um, either through that or that. Some of them have like, you know, actual cards that you can load up. Burger King has them. I think Jack in the Box has them. Yeah, cheesy. Cheesy for you. Cheesy for cheesy. Oh, but no, most of them, yeah, most of them just you have to pay ahead of time, and then you just give them the order number, and then they pick it up. Yeah, yeah, Beavis hasn't been around much. Beavis has been very busy. Like I said, he's been busy lately. I got to try some new Cheetos mac and cheese. Not even out on the market yet. That was different. Hopefully it'll come out soon. Much easier than the other ones. Just tell you that. And I heard they were also testing other flavors, not just the 3 that they put out. They're working on different ones. Yeah, this one's going to be a lot more convenient. You don't have to mix anything. You don't have to make anything. Very easy. I think they're working on getting the flavor right. Because, you know, they put the boxes out and then they put out the little cups and then you just add water to them. But, you know, they also have the ready-made mac and cheese. I think some of them are actually out there. I think Kraft mac and cheese, do they already have it? Easy, I think it's called Easy Mac. So yeah, I tried that. What else? I tried so many different things lately. I lost count. But still going. I got about 3 more weeks left on my testing, so that'll keep me busy. Unfortunately, next week's not that big a schedule. It's only going to be 2 days because of the Thanksgiving, so I won't have to do as much. But it's interesting. It's been fun. I don't know that it was really fun, but definitely don't want any ice cream for a while. 3 day, 4 or 5 days of ice cream testing every day. Yeah. And the thing is there's only one flavor right at this point. So, I don't know. Hopefully they'll put this stuff to good use. So, yeah. Let's see, what else? I guess they're starting to put all the Christmas themed items out. Pumpkin spice, all that. Peppermint. It's going to be a lot of peppermint and eggnog and all that stuff are going to start coming out for holiday time. I haven't seen the whole. I know they had one thing, but it already sold out. I don't know if I would have bought it or not. It was a 3-pound Reese's peanut butter cup. Only available on Hershey, the HersheyStore.com. But they said they only made 3,000 of them, and I guess it's already sold out. So that would be kind of cool. 3.5 pound peanut butter cup, and you could slice it like a pie. That'd be interesting. If you like peanut butter cups, that would be the thing for you. But otherwise, you can go with they do have half-pound peanut butter cups available. They're gonna start doing that, I think. Now that it's Christmas time, they'll put out all the giant candy bars. I've seen like 1-pound Snickers, a 5-pound Hershey bar, giant gummies. What else did they have? The big Ferrero Rocher. I had the one that was a giant Kit Kat. What else? They got a bunch of different ones. Giant peanut butter cups. They had this like Snickers by the yard. It was like 1 yard of Snickers. Giant Tootsie Rolls. Wow. All kinds of different ones. Some of them are a little misleading though. They're not actually a giant size ones. They're just like a cardboard thing, and then it's got little mini ones inside. That's what I thought I was getting with the Kit Kat. And it was a 2-pound Kit Kat. But what it was is it was a cardboard box wrapped up in a Kit Kat wrapper, and then little mini Kit Kats inside. It was a cool idea, but I thought it was going to be one giant Kit Kat bar, but it was not chocolate. And I was like, oh, bummer. Oh well. And then they had the one was a giant Dum Dum Pop, and it had the little Dum Dum suckers on the inside. It wasn't the same. I thought it was going to be a giant lollipop, you know, but misleading. They package them. Cool packaging, but yeah, you're looking forward to something and it's not quite what you had in mind. Kind of disappointed. And it would be the same thing with kids, I think. Thought you were getting a giant, you know, Kit Kat bar, and it's like, just a bunch of little ones. Oh well. I'd still be bouncing off the walls, I'll tell you that. But yeah, that was fun. And I know they're gonna do they do all the gift packs, the hot chocolate, and make your own eggnog, cookie mixes, what is it, the funfetti cupcakes and gingerbread houses. You know, I might want to try and find that one. I might want to try and find one of those and make my own gingerbread house. That always kind of was cool to me. I don't know if I never made it. One year, my grandma sent me one. And I think it was like from one of those mail order catalogs, Swiss Colony or something. And it was a pre-made gingerbread house with all the icing and all that stuff. But it was hard as a rock. You couldn't really eat it. And the way they did it with the frosting and the icing, that was like hard as a rock. It had been sitting in there for who knows how long. So it didn't melt. It was like solid. It really was like cement. And I remember the gingerbread was like very, very bitter and tough. You almost had to like soak it before you had to eat it. Remember those. So, and then you always get fruit cake, butter cookies, popcorn. What else? The chocolate liqueur, the little bottles. Chocolate covered cherries. That's another one. Candy canes, peppermint. Get a lot of those. They've got so many different ones of those now. Every kind of Spree, Skittles, Jolly Rancher, Lifesavers. Wow, they got a whole bunch of all kinds of different cans. Starburst, I think. I've seen, yeah, Now and Later's, Hershey's chocolate. I've seen those. I've seen all kinds of different ones. But I like the cherry ones and Kool-Aid. I've seen that. What else? I like the plain old candy canes, peppermint. Then they had, they have the one, if you really want to. I haven't seen what the new flavors are, but if you want an interesting one, go to archiemcphee.com. They had unique flavored candy canes. Yeah, I don't know. It was not good. It was weird candy cane flavors. Some of them were kind of tame. Some of them were really bad. They had like mac and cheese candy cane, chicken rotisserie, clam flavored candy canes, ham flavored candy canes, kale. There were a whole bunch of other ones too. I don't remember them now. One was coal. I guess it tasted like coal. Shiitake mushrooms. Then they had pho, the soup flavored candy canes. Wow, there was a whole bunch of other ones. I'm trying to remember all. Pickle, bacon. There was a bunch of them. Go to Archie McPhee, look and see what ones they have. They're really strange. I don't think I'd want to. Wouldn't want to try them. The only trouble is to try them. It was like about $6 or $7 for a box, and I think you get like 6 of them in a box, and it's only one flavor. They need to have like a variety pack of all the different ones. But if you wanted to try them all, you got to, $5 or $6 a pop. And it'd be interesting, but I don't know. It's novelty. I don't know that you would eat much more than one. Definitely, I wouldn't want a kale candy cane or a clam or even some of the other ones. But interesting. They got a lot of strange things like that. Candy canes, cotton candy. They had cotton candy at one point. All the different flavors of weird cotton candy. Sodas, of course. Strange sodas. I'm not going to be trying any of those anytime soon. Not anymore. When I heard High C is going to have the High C Ecto cooler. Now I didn't see that it said it was not actually available. Hey Joseph, I'm okay. And something about you had to get something. I don't remember what I saw about it, but they were bringing it back, but it's not available for purchase. You had to go to some website and sign up for it or something. I don't remember. I was trying to figure that out. Well, anyway. And if you go to FYE, they actually have a bottle of it, but it's too expensive. It's like $3 and then like $8 shipping. So you got to pay like $12 for one can of this Ecto Cooler. What did I have for dinner? What did I have for dinner? Forget already. It was wasn't tacos. Oh, it was enchiladas. I had chicken enchiladas. So they were okay. Chicken enchiladas. And that's what I was doing at dinner time when someone was calling. Tough noogies. It is, yeah. They had a lot of other cool stuff, but yeah, same story. $8 shipping on a $3 item. They had energy drinks like Bob Ross energy drink, Back to the Future, 88 mile per hour. They're doing good. They're sleeping now. They were tripping earlier, but now they're sleeping. Well, that's good. And then what else? Yeah, it's getting tougher and tougher to find the cat food for them. Not many places are carrying everything. So it's getting tough to find the kind they like and the brand they like. Not many places, not many stores have much. I went to the store the other day, man. The shelves were cleaned out. So I've been having to order it like online. But then it takes a couple days delivery. So, and when they run out, they want the food now. They don't want to wait. So you gotta go for the backup, I guess. I've been cooking them chicken. Boiled chicken, chop it up. They like that. What was it the other day that I had? Ziggy got some, I went somewhere and I got some chicken and I gave him a little bit of it. His favorite's El Pollo. If I go to El Pollo Loco, that cat goes crazy. I have to give him part of the chicken from El Pollo Loco. He'll go nuts. So comes up and he wants to look at you while you're eating. You have to share it with him, otherwise he has a fit. And funny part is Tazzy doesn't like that. He doesn't really care what you have. He's cool with it, but Ziggy, he wants some every time. Whatever you're having. Occasionally, though, you'll have something and then you'll show it to him and he's like, I don't care about that. And he walks away. But yeah, he likes weird stuff. He likes El Pollo Loco. He likes cheese, butter, milk, any kind of dairy stuff. Sometimes he likes hamburger, bacon. I wouldn't think cats would like bacon, but he does. Yeah, just a little bit. He eats French fries too. I found that out. He's a weird cat. Definitely weird. So anyway, that's what's been going here. Like I said, I've been keeping busy pretty much every day the last few weeks. And hopefully this will be over soon, I'm telling you. It's tough. It's tough commuting. It's tough getting up that early and making it out there all the time. And yeah, it's all gone. The toasted cheese, grilled cheese. Yeah, they're all gone. Nothing fancy. They're just grilled cheese sandwich. Very simple. Just put the bread, put a little butter, toast it, and then melt the cheese in the middle. That's it. Now, some people will put like mayonnaise in it. Some people will put different cheeses. Some people will put the cheese on the outside. Some people will butter on both sides, I guess. It's always different. Everybody does it. Some people will actually just toast the bread in the toaster and then put a piece of cheese and like stick it in the microwave and let it melt. I mean, you could do that. Some people, like if you have a toaster, if you have a waffle iron or a panini press, you could do it that way. Depends on how fancy you want to get. ADT. It just depends. I mean, you can get really fancy and get like, 3 cheese and 4 cheese or whatever. Put all the different blends of cheeses together, cheese sauce. Yeah, grilled cheese is always decent, yeah. And then you could add other things, ham, pickles, chicken, tuna salad. I don't know. You can go a little crazy. Tuna melt, I guess. Suppose I could have put the cheese sauce on it. I don't know. I don't know about nacho cheese sauce for a grilled cheese. I think that'd be a little too messy. But maybe. Or you could put nachos and put the nacho cheese in the middle. Who is it? Jack in the Box has that one. The grilled cheese burger. Where it's actually a hamburger on sourdough. And then they've got like a grilled cheese on the top. And that one's actually not too bad. And then they have a grilled chicken tater melt. Where it's like a grilled chicken and then like I think it's like tater or curly fries or tater tots or something, and then they put the cheese sauce on it. That's not bad. You do tater tots, you could do French fries, you can do all kinds of different stuff. Hash browns. Maybe one day I'll try to recreate some of those old recipes they had. Wakey bakey hash, where you just do like hash browns and then you put like cheese sauce and bacon, jalapenos, chili and cheese. They had that. What else did they have? Yeah, they even had some that had like Parmesan and chicken. One of these days I am going to make some a little bit different items, so we'll see how that goes. And one day I am going to make my one chicken I haven't done it for a while. It's lemon chicken with artichoke noodles. So that's actually a pretty good one. Very simple to make. I actually did a recipe of that. Works good. Just make a lemon sauce and all that. Nah, homemade burritos are good. Depends on what you have. Sometimes you just like leftovers. The thing with the homemade stuff is you know what's inside of it. You don't have to guess, or you don't have to tell them how to make it, and then they screw it up and they give you the wrong thing. Yeah, I've had that happen. I did too. I've done mac and cheese with hamburger. I've done hot dogs, mac and cheese with hot dogs, bacon. Some people do lobster or crab. Mm, Sometimes actually add other stuff, broccoli mac and cheese. That's not bad. Chicken, buffalo chicken. That's another one I've seen people do that. Yeah, the only thing is there's a big controversy about one, what kind of mac, if it's elbows or if it's something else, and then what kind of cheese. Do you use just cheddar? Do you use Jack? Do you use Swiss, Gruyere, I guess? Everybody has a different, I think white cheddar do you use or whatever. Not a, yeah, see, sometimes then it's penne. A lot of people like penne with it. Sometimes like the corkscrew pasta, bow tie pasta. I don't know. There's all, they have so many different mac shapes and configurations. They got the little elbow, and then they got the ones with the ridges on them, and then you got the um, then you got the little rings. Then you got the corkscrew pasta, the penne. You got the rigatoni, and there's endless possibilities. Shells. A lot of people like that. Yeah, inside, but you got shells, and then you got the big elbows and small elbows. So yeah, there are so many different kinds. Yeah, shell pasta, the ones that are like ears, or orchetta, I think it's called. I don't know that. I don't know that fettuccine or spaghetti would go good with cheese sauce. I don't think those work as good. Or lasagna noodles probably would not go good. But yeah, maybe you could try them. Maybe make it like a mac and cheese pie, I guess. Layer it with cheese. Yeah, that's not bad. But yeah, you could like layer it with cheese, I guess, and the noodles and different cheese sauce. Yeah, that's what I said. You could use Velveeta, you could use Monterey Jack, you could use cheddar, white cheddar, yeah, nacho cheese, blended, Colby, yeah, all kinds of different. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, you can make the sauce with the, flour, butter, and a little bit of cheese. That works good too. Everybody's a little different on, I guess, how they would make their mac and cheese. Some people, want to make the whole homemade sauce, and some people, from a jar. Some people blend the cheese. It's all different. Make a roux, and then they add the cheese sauce to it. That's not bad. Certainly, you can add a lot of those soups you can use for cooking. Well, true. Velveeta, man, kind of ruins it. But okay. I'm trying to think some of the other things that you could do, I guess. But see, then there's difference between nacho cheese sauce. You can actually use a nacho cheese soup. I've seen Campbell's has like a nacho cheese in a can. That's a good idea too. Yeah, blend like I said, there are so many different mac and cheese recipes out there, and everybody's got their own idea of what cheeses work best, I guess. So I mean, there's a whole lot of different varieties. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, um, yeah, but it all went back to today. I got to try a newer, an unreleased version of Cheetos mac and cheese. So hopefully, I don't know, hopefully that'll be out soon. Uh, I got to try 3 different varieties of it. Same flavor, but 3 different varieties. Yeah, sharp cheddar, and white cheddar. Yeah, it all depends. I mean, everybody has their personal favorites. Only trouble is sometimes when you get into um, the different blends, it starts getting expensive for all these cheeses. Well, this one was different. See, that's the thing. They were trying out a new blend of the bold and cheesy, and I was trying to figure out what one was closest to the taste of Cheetos. They did do a bang up job, so getting it to taste like the Cheetos chips and then the kind of flavor to it. But yeah, there's a lot of yeah, it's true. Freeze them and I guess I did that one time a long time ago. I made like a giant tray of lasagna and I cut them up into individual pieces and froze them all. And I had like lasagna for a month. That was actually pretty good. Take a big pan and make a big recipe, cut them all up and portion them out. Yeah, I'm still trying to work something out with the flaming hot mac and cheese, so still working on some stuff, and I gotta figure that out. But meanwhile, yeah, they're putting new things. Yeah, true. It can be cheaper. It depends on, I guess, how elaborate you get with the cheese. Yeah, if you can get a bargain on some of this stuff, you buy it in bulk, and then you freeze it up or put it in containers or stuff like that. Freeze them for later. Exactly. To cook for one, it's very tough. And I mean, because if you're only cooking for one and then you make your meal, and it's like, well, you've got to make enough to have a meal, but, do you have a lot of leftovers or not? And if you do, maybe you don't make quite enough. I don't know. And usually, whenever you see these recipes, they're like, for 4 to 6 people, and you have to like cut it in half. I had to do a lot of that. Like 4 to 6 people, or you're making soup, and then they want, you big old thing of soup. And sometimes after you have, your meal, and it's like, I don't really want any leftovers. So you just make just enough. Or, you got a pound of hamburger and you make like, 4 hamburgers. Maybe you don't want 4 hamburgers. You only want one. Yeah, that'll work too. Seal it up. Sometimes you could package them, individually. Yeah, that's another way to do it. But yeah, 1 or 2. That's exactly. Is it like not quite enough, or is it too much? And you got to kind of play around with the proportions. Yeah, true, but Especially though, if you're going to do a lot of work and you're going to prepare this, elaborate meal, and by the time you're done, it's like, um, yeah, you go through all that work, and all it is like, one little portion, and it's like, is it worth all that trouble just to make one portion? So, yeah, exactly. Uh, Portion it out. But if you're gonna go through all that trouble, it's like, I want leftovers. I've done that. Like, I've made French onion soup, and the French onion soup's a lot of work. And it's like, well, do you just make a little French onion soup? You got to go through all that trouble of cooking the onions and getting them all melted, and then you get one soup, or do you want, a couple portions worth? It's a lot of work. Same thing with like tamales. Go through all that work to do the tamales, and you don't want just one or two. You want leftovers. And also kind of like that with Thanksgiving. If you're gonna have go through all the trouble of cooking all the stuff for Thanksgiving, you want enough to have leftovers too. True, yeah, it could be. Lately, I've been trying to get some new items out there. Actually, did 2 in one day the other day. I was able to do 2 reviews in the same parking lot. That was cool. So, and the best part was when I did my review on the one. I was like, wait a minute, I got something else, and I had a free sandwich, so I was able to get that for free, and it was like it was right next door to where I was reviewing, and it was free. That was the best part, because I had things left out from my birthday. Like a lot of these things, you get like free birthday stuff. So I was like, wait a minute, I forgot I had this, and it expired like in a couple days, so I had to use it. So that worked out. That worked out really good. I was like, wait a minute, I forgot. I had the one, I was in the area, and then I was like, wait a minute, there's another place right here, and I had a free sandwich. So I was like, cool. And then they brought it out to the car. So, yeah, worked out good. And I got to try a new item too. So, it's always good when you can try stuff for free. Speaking of free, pizza guys, contact me. Pizza guys, come on. What's going on with that? I don't know how to get it. I'll wait and see what happens. But apparently, there was a contest the other day on Instagram, pizza guys, for their new cheesy garlic rolls, I believe. And it said, enter the contest, tag a couple people, and like their post, and they'll draw a winner. And apparently they drew my name. They drew my name, and I guess it's for free cheesy pizza rolls, and they said to contact them. I contacted them. I haven't heard back, but hopefully they'll get the message and they'll get back to me. So, yes, pizza guys. Let me know. Kind of cool. Yeah, they said they picked 5 winners and they put my name up on their story and said, hey, Drew's Food Reviews won. I'm like, cool. Yeah. Cheesy garlic rolls. That's good. Like I said, free. Free is good. They'll probably just send me like a coupon for a code for free items, or maybe like a gift certificate or something. I don't know. But kind of cool. It's one of those things where to enter it, you have to like it and then tag your friends. And it said like 1 entry, unlimited people. I tagged like about 5 people in there. It's like cool. Even though they don't have pizza guys there, but it doesn't stop you from entering the contest. And yeah, sometimes it's worth it. Yeah, you know what? I do the same thing too. Yeah, their pizza, they got some unique pizzas too, and they're always running like a special every month. They put a different one on special. Pretty good pizza. But yeah, I used to work in pizza parlors, so I know about homemade pizza and coming up with unique items, coming up with combos and different ingredients. I mean, you can get very creative. I mean, whatever your imagination can think of. Um, I don't, I don't know. I think it might be in some other states, but I think it's mostly California. One of those things. I'd have to look at their list. Thanks, Paul. There are some specific chains that are only in certain areas. I know like East Coast only has certain ones. Yeah, okay, see. So it goes into Reno. Well, that's true, but the only trouble is get the authentic Italian, then you start going. It costs a little more. And then you get the American pizzas, it tends to be cheaper, Little Caesars and all those, but yeah, it's not authentic by any means. And what did I had? I had the other night I had oh man, I had a bad experience. First bad experience I've had in quite a while. Went to Papa Murphy's. I got a Papa Murphy's take and bake pizza, and I don't know, something was not right about that one. Normally I get them and everything's really good, but this particular one, it was a chicken bacon artichoke pizza. Something with that bacon was not up to snuff. And then I later I read the thing about um, that they had a shortage of bacon, and I think they might have got like a different brand of bacon because their normal one wasn't available, and it was very greasy, very salty, and it had a bad flavor. It actually overwhelmed the whole pizza, and all you're tasting was this, salty bacon, greasy. And they pre-cook the bacon. That's the other thing. It was already pre-cooked when they put it on the pizza. It was crumbled, and yeah, it was overkill, and it wasn't very good. I think what they had to do was they had to get like a different bacon because maybe the regular bacon wasn't available, and it killed the whole pizza. Otherwise, it was good, but I don't know, something about that particular bacon that they used that day was not good. No, it wasn't bad flavor. It was just very greasy and very salty. I think it was a different, like, substandard brand. Yeah, they should have just said, okay, well, we can't get the bacon. We don't have bacon. But they went the cheap route and got, Like sometimes you get those Bar S bacon and Farmer John or whatever, and they're not very good. And then sometimes, you get like Oscar Mayer and Hormel and stuff. Those are a little bit better bacon, but yeah, that one was it was not good. But that's the first time though in a long time that when I got Papa Murphy's that it was not that good. I've had some that, yeah, I'm thinking that's what it was. I've had some flavors of their pizza. I just didn't care for that particular pizza, but most of the time it's actually pretty good. But that particular one was not a good one, and it's got to be supply chain. All these places are having supply chain issues. They can't get everything they want. Some of them aren't available anymore. I've actually seen it on Jack in the Box. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they're okay. Um, that is okay, but some of the other Bar S things, like the Bar S hot dogs, are not very good. Um, Bar S bacon, way too greasy. Uh, there's a couple other brands and stuff that are not very good. True, it's almost all fat. Yeah, that's true. They got a whole bunch of them over here too. Not I think Stockton and San Francisco and Oakland have a lot of backlog too. So they're talking about trying to get them all unloaded for Christmas time too. So if you order anything from Christmas, it's probably sitting out in the ocean right now. So be careful. I finally got that mask. I ordered the Squid Game mask back in beginning of October, and I was hoping to get it for Halloween time, and it finally showed up. So it was about 2 months. So oh well, it's cool, but it's really hard to see out of it. That's true. And now they just I know this is going to be controversy, and a lot of people, they want to get into it, but they just put out the thing where you can, if you're what was it, over 5, I think it was over 5, you can get your vaccine. You can get your booster shot too. They took all the restrictions off, so I'll be eligible for a third round. Just got to get a appointment because it's been 6 months since I had my last one. But I know some people they don't want to do it. They want to, that's, like I said, that's their personal choice. They could do it or not do it. I choose to get immunized, so that's my choice, but not everybody agrees. So I think I was looking, a lot of them now, you could just walk in. Grocery stores. It's true. Yeah, they won't. And some people would rather not have a. Well, let's see. Hopefully, you'll stop. That's true. But I'm not I'm not talking about that particular that particular reason. I don't have to worry about that. I don't have the right configuration. oh well. And what else? I haven't seen too much new items coming out. I know there's a few new ones. I might get down to Popeyes to try their new mac and cheese. Try that out. That sounds actually pretty good. Only it's getting a little expensive for what little you get. And let's see what else. There were a couple other places that I was going to try some items for, but I've got quite a few I've already done reviews on. I just got to get them edited and put them up. And I know I did a couple lately. I did the I don't know. I am hit and miss with Popeyes right now. So yeah. And like I said, and the one thing that was very disappointing was I went to McDonald's about 2 weeks ago. I got their McRib, and yeah, I was very disappointed. It wasn't quite the same as what it used to be. Yeah, just a lot smaller, not as much sauce. Very disappointed. Oh. Yeah, so I'm Robin Leach. I'm yelling, I don't know why. Come over here to this fabulous house, mansion. Gonna go on a tour. You live here in the lap of luxury. Billions and billions of dollars. Remember that? Oh boy. I just watched it. I just watched it, and I don't know why I fell asleep. I just watched the one movie and I fell asleep, and I didn't think it was going to be that bad, but apparently it was. For me, anyways. Watched the new Ghostbusters. Wow. That was dull. True, it is. You know, they insisting on the vaccine and all that. He's Robin Leach. I used to watch $500,000. Champagne wishes and caviar dreams. Look at this fabulous house of rap superstar Snoop Dogg. He's worth over $250,000. That used to be on on the weekends, I think. Star Search and Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. Some of those other ones too. They used to be on the weekend all the time. Then those stupid blind dates and all that. Robin Leach, yes, that's right. I was up until the very end. I don't think I ever really watched that show. Just saw the commercials for it. Yes, that's right. Yeah, access to the stars. Join me as we look at all these fabulous mansions and all these lifestyles. Yeah, I remember that. What else? They had some other ones too. I'm trying to remember some of them. What was the other ones? Star Search, and then was that other one? Access Hollywood. What's that other one? was it Evening Magazine, I think, or something like that, that had Lisa Hart. I think it was Evening Magazine or something. They used to have that on there, and talk shows, stuff like that. Always on kind of late night. Then the rumor shows and all that. Okay, well. Now it's like most of this stuff. Oh, Entertainment Tonight, that's it. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. What was that guy? Mary Hart and what was the guy's name? I don't remember now. I'll think of it in a little while, probably. John Tesh. That was it. Mary Hart, John Tesh. And then he went off to his music career. With his like techno kind of music, I guess. I haven't got into that one. I did see the first Discovery. They started putting out Star Trek Discovery. Saw the first episode of the new season. Kind of cool. And they're going to start going forward on that one. So that should be interesting. It's going to take a couple weeks before they get through all that, and then you have to wait another year. And yeah, so I don't know about some of those other series that waiting for a Mandalorian. Maybe they'll start putting those out again. Yeah, there was a few other ones they're working on, and we're starting to go into the, it's the fall now, and then you're starting getting into the winter season. So a lot of fall finales. Yeah, they'll come out with new stuff. Yeah, the one channel started getting a lot of the older shows now. Coach, I haven't seen that for a while. Give Me a Break, and on the weekends they put on Silver Spoons and a couple other older ones too from like the 70s. One Day at a Time. Benson, some of those older ones. Three's Company's still on a little bit. Yeah, old 60s and 70s shows. Interesting though. Kind of fun. Like I said, I still got a whole bunch of wrestling shows to catch up on. I might end up deleting them and not even watching them. Wrestling's kind of getting boring now. I used to follow it real closely and who's who and all that stuff, but now I don't know. It's not as interesting as it once was, and yeah. When I can watch a 3-hour show in about 15 minutes, there's not much going on. You take out all the commercials, you take out all the, pop and all the actual wrestling. That's boring. There's not much left to the show. Like 10 minutes of talking, and that's about it. So, yeah, the box. Wasn't that from Batman? Was it Batman and Robin? Edward Nigma and the box drains your brain. That's what you think sometimes. They got devices in there that'll drain your mind. So they control you. Apparently, that's what some people think, man. There are some people that are convinced that they're being controlled by the television. subliminal signals, and they've got a device to um, track your mind and monitor what's going on in there. I know some people um, that I used to know, and they would tell me that um, the government was listening in through their TV and knowing everything they did. There was some device inside their television set that they could listen on all their conversations. I don't know. It's weird. I don't. Yeah, you know what? They actually did have. And I've been getting emails for these Nelson people, and they want me to put an app and put on what I watch. Yeah, true. I remember the one time, long time ago, that I got put on the Nielsen survey. It was a whole different thing back then. What they did is they sent you a booklet, and you had to mark down everything that you watched for, I think it was like for a whole week or 2 weeks or something, to watch everything you watched, what time you watched it, what channel you watched it, and if you recorded it. They paid me at the end of that whole survey, and you know how much I got? For keeping track of viewing all my shows for a lot. It was about 2 weeks, and I had to record it every day, all day, and then send it back in. And they paid me a whopping $1. $1 cash. They mailed a $1 bill for all that keeping track of my viewing habits. $1. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know. But they actually did. Some of them. Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. I know some of them, they actually do put boxes in there that uh monitor your viewing habits. They actually, yeah, Nielsen family, you have a box and it monitors everything you do with your TV. And yeah, I don't know. $7 doesn't seem like much for all the time and effort you have to put into recording all your show watching and everything, and you have to document it fully and all that stuff. And not a very good compensation, but guess it is worth it. I did do some things for a little while. I was doing game testing, but they don't send me tests anymore. But I was doing like testing through my iPhone and through my tablet, and some of them would pay like a couple bucks, $5, $6 for like 15 minutes. That's all you had to do was like 15 minutes of talking and then submit it. Some of them were like longer play tests. They paid a little, $12. Some of them paid 25. Some of them were like, 5 days in a row, and you had to do every day at a certain time. They paid a little bit more, but now, yeah, they don't do that anymore. I guess I'm not really qualified. I think because what happens is when they do these tests, they want people with the newer devices. And I haven't upgraded any of my devices. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's why I don't get surveys anymore, because I got like an older iPhone, and the new generations are coming out, and they want to know what the gameplay is like on the newer phones. So yeah, I don't think they get the test anymore. That's no big deal, because yeah, it was okay. But I'm getting enough with the food tests right now. So overkill on that the food testing. I'm telling you. Last couple times I've had like two in one day. Works good though. Because I go in the morning, I do my panel review, and then like later in the afternoon, I test something, and that's it. So interesting though. Yeah, they had game testing. They have some of these other things. They want you to fill out surveys for like shopping, watching stuff, what you buy, where you buy it. Some of them are like survey. They do a lot of these things where you do like surveys on um, what you do, what you buy, what you watch on TV, the kind of music, everything. You know, some of them get detailed, like what kind of toothpaste you use and hair care and um, what uh, what appliances you buy, where you shop for, all this stuff. Some of them are just like really weird. They want to know all these details, I guess. Some of them are a little more detailed. Some of them are just, or what kind of health insurance do you have, or what kind of vehicle do you have, cat food, um, yeah, just every little thing. Do you have a magazine subscription? What kind of streaming services do you have? Do you have cable? Do you have internet? All that. They want to gather as much information about you as they can. Yes, legally. So, and some of them they don't really compensate you. They just want a survey to better understand your needs. Yes. Or some of them like from these places. Yeah, you know what? I think they wanted me to do that. It was some company, and I had to install an app. But the thing is, I had to have the app running the whole time through my phone, and I didn't like that. I had to leave it like pretty much open and give it permission to, I guess, tap into all the apps and what I do on my phone and all that. And it was like a big drain on memory, so I chose not to do that anymore. I mean, if I want to play a game, or I want to do text messaging, or I want to be on YouTube or whatever, I don't need to have them know all that information. And somehow they were able to tap into that app, and then it was able to track everything. Oh yeah, the Jeff's Famous. That's another flavor that I had, orange mango. That was pretty good. I still got a whole bunch that I gotta try. Gotta get through those. I've still got Wild Bill sodas. I've got a bunch of other ones I still gotta do. But I will get to them, and then plus I got a whole bunch of Canadian chocolate that I've got up in the freezer. I gotta get through those, and then I've got a whole bunch. I got a whole stack of stuff over there that I gotta, candies and snacks and chips and stuff like that. I've still got to get through those. Ton of drinks. So yeah, just gonna be busy with all those different ones. But I'll get through them. But yeah, I still got probably about 6 or 7 more Jeff's Famous beef jerky that they sent me, and I gotta get through them because I think they kind of aren't going to be as fresh. So I got to get through them in a certain amount of time. I think I got at least until next year. But yeah, normally though with beef jerky, you want to kind of get it while it's fairly fresh. You don't want to have it sitting around forever. Like the ones you get at Walmart or stuff that have been sitting in those bags forever, and they're like shoe leather. They're not good. Yeah, that one was kind of cool. Then I've got, and the newer stuff, I still got to try and find some of the new items. Yeah, they are actually surprisingly that beef jerky is some of the best beef jerky that I've actually had. And I'm not really saying, I'm not just saying that because they sent it to me for free. It really is good. I've had some other ones from some of the other, was it Jack's Links and Oberto and Slim Jims and what was that other one? Lowry's. I remember those old Lowry's um, beef snacks, and they were like shoe leather. They came in the little cans, and then they had like the little strips, and they were very greasy and very tough. But that was what we had back then. They didn't really have like the big variety that they have now, and everybody's got them. Different flavors, different blends, different ideas. And I know at one point they had a beef jerky making kit, and it was like a dehydrator or a rack, and then you put like the mix, and it came out with these molds, and then some of these other stuff, and then you could put like you could almost put like ground beef in there, and then put it in this mold and dry it out. That was kind of the thing. One point I did see, yeah, it was like a homemade beef jerky making kit. And I might, you know what I might try and do is, maybe for this year for Christmas, I might try and find it. I did this a long time ago. They had a soap making kit. I did that for Christmas presents. It was kind of cool. What you do is you get this kit, and it has like molds, and then it has the glycerin, and you put it in the microwave, and you add like scents to it, and then you put molds in it and color, and you make these cool soaps. And they were like roses and seashells and all that. You could put all the different fragrances in it and colors, and then you make it for like gift sets for people. Yeah, that's true. Yes, you don't know what happened with Sasquatch. Yeah, that and they had candle making kits and soap making kits and some of these other ones. They were kind of fun. Also, the little projects and stuff that you would get like at the hobby store. I don't know. I was looking on it one year, and I did find the exact kit that I had, soap making kit, way back when. It was kind of fun too. You can go like to Michael's or one of the crafts or Hobby Lobby, I think, and you just buy the supplies. Do it that way, but it was kind of fun. Just put it in the microwave, melt it down, and then add all the different things, and then nice little soap making kit. And you could give it to friends for Christmas or their birthdays, I guess, if you wanted to. Kind of fun to do those kind of projects when you're, that, and also cookies, cookie book. You know what? I actually looked up online for that cookie book on. I was looking on eBay. They actually had some. A lot of them that they were selling were just as in bad a shape as the one I've got, and then they had some newer ones that were a little bit better. But yeah, I still got the one. It still works. It's just the cover's all messed up and broken apart, but the actual recipes inside still work. You still read them. So, but I did find it. Guess a lot of people had theirs, and I saw some of them that were kind of, oh yes, Shrinky Dinks. Maybe I'll look for that. Shrinky Dinks. I had the Shrinky Dink maker, but somewhere along the line, I don't know. And then they got the Easy Bake Oven, Shrinky Dinks. What was the other ones? I don't know if they still. I don't know if they still make them. It was the Creepy Crawler maker kit. Put the little goo in there, and you made like little spiders and stuff like that. I remember that. One year somebody had one, and I don't even think they make them anymore. It was the Harry Potter potion making kit, and somehow you put these potions together, and I don't know, they changed color and all this other stuff. But that was yeah, that was years ago. I don't know if they still do that. Light Bright, Etch a Sketch, Spirograph, all the old style, um, games and stuff that kids used to play with. What was that, spin art with the paint? That made a mess though. You put the little card in there, you turn it on, and then you squirt the paint on there, and it would spin around. But it made all so much a mess with that paint. And I want to say there was one. It was like stained glass. Somehow you put the little crystals in there, and then you put them in the oven. You melted them. I want to say that was one of the things. But Shrinky Dinks was fun. I think you can still find them, and you don't need the Shrinky Dink. You don't need the oven for it. You just take those little sheets and yeah, remember those. Take the little sheets and you draw on their artwork or whatever, and then you cut it out, and then you make it. You put it in the oven, and it shrinks up. Makes like you can make like keychains, necklaces, all that stuff. AC Squad. Yeah, but those were fun. And like I said, I remember you had to punch like a hole in it with like a hole punch, and then it turned into like just a little keychain. Some of them came with necklaces and keychains in the kit, and then they pens. You could draw on those. I remember went over my one friend's house this was a long time ago, back in grade school. We did the Shrinky Dinks. It was funny. We were putting crazy stuff on there from like quotes from Bugs Bunny. I said, button your lip. Drew a little button. I don't know. Those were fun though. I mean, when you were a little kid and stuff like that. Little activities. A lot of the time they'd be like good rainy day games. You'd stay inside. You'd be able to, coloring books, paint by numbers. Yeah, that kind of thing where you stayed inside and you play with all the. What was that other one they had? For a little while, it was called Magic Sand. There were little bottles, and the sand, you put it in the water, and it was coated with like something that kept the water away from. You could build like sand castles and stuff like that. I think they put Scotch Guard on the sand so the water wouldn't get the thing wet and make like a barrier. And then you make all these like sand castles and stuff, and then I guess you'd scoop it out and dry it out. But after a while, it stopped doing that, and it just turned into regular sand. Yeah, what's up, Doc? Yeah, I guess you could draw Bugs Bunny. And you know what I found? This is when I found, I had this a long time ago, probably when I was like 5 or 6. I found it on eBay, but it didn't work. I had a Bugs Bunny alarm clock. It was so cool too, because it was a regular alarm clock, and you put batteries in it, and instead of the alarm, it was Bugs Bunny. And when you turn the alarm on, it's wake up, Doc. Get up, you sleepyhead. So instead of doing the alarm, that's what Bugs Bunny would tell you to wake up. It was cool, and it had like carrots for the hands, and I had it for a long time, and I guess something happened and it finally died. And what happened was the voice gave out. I guess the batteries didn't work anymore or whatever, and then it sounded like Bugs Bunny was like a demon. Because it was real slow, and he was like, "What's up, Doc?" Wake up, sleepyhead. Real slow and real menacing sounding. Oh well, that was just died. Sometimes those things didn't quite last like they used to. Or they all the electronic games too. The football games, Simon, Perfection. Oh boy, oh, a lot of other ones. Merlin. I had it. I don't know what happened to it. Yeah, I had a Merlin, and then the electronic football, electronic baseball. They had soccer. Um, then those electronic fishing games that they were at, the little handheld things, and they actually shook. Um, Slot machine games. This was before Game Boy or any of those things like that. And actually, I found a picture. I gotta post it up on Instagram, and it's yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna say. It was a picture of kids on Christmas morning saying the feeling of getting your Atari 2600 for Christmas. Christmas morning, kids are in their PJs and they're opening up their Atari 2600. Yay! It was like a big deal back then. I remember that. You actually got your Atari, and like they said, the problem was when you got the Atari, the original one only came with one game. It came with Combat and Canyon Bomber, I think is what it was. Tanks and then the little planes that bombed the canyon. That was it. And if you wanted anything else, you had to buy it. Combat. That was cool, but after a while, it was yeah, all the games, Yard's Revenge, the really bad version of Pac-Man, and then you got into the Activision ones, the Pitfall, and uh, some of those other ones, but River Raid, a whole bunch of Adventure, Venture, Pinball, Asteroids. Yeah, I played Yard's Revenge. I had that. I had about maybe 20, 20 games. All right, C Squad. Yeah. Some of the ones, yeah, Yard's Revenge was kind of cool. I think I had, yeah, Pitfall and what was that? Laser Blast, Missile Command. That was a cool one. Breakout. I remember that. Very few actually used the paddles, not the joystick. Yeah, there was a. Yep, and then the Missile Command, Asteroids, Pac-Man, Defender. I think I had Tempest, and um, one was Maze Craze. That was kind of weird. There was a bunch that were like the original Atari games that came out, and some of them weren't that complicated. They were just kind of like games. And what else? Yeah, I'm trying to remember some of them. Yes, Venture was cool. Some of them were just kind of boring and dull. I remember the big ones that came out, and they just were so terrible when they ported them over. Donkey Kong, I had that. That actually was pretty cool, pretty close to the arcade game. Dig Dug, I had that too. Remember that? Dig Dug. Little guys, you chase after them, you blow them up with the pump, and they explode. thinking back, some of those games were a little bit, a little bit violent for kids, I guess. You're blowing up these little dig dug guys, and what was it, adventure? You shooting the guys with the arrows, and shooting each other with tanks and airplanes, I guess. Yeah, aliens, missile command, uh, asteroids. Yeah, I don't think I played too many of those. I only had a few. Like I said, I only had like 20 games. I got a few here and there later. There were some that I played on regular video pinball. I could play that forever and never lose the ball. You figured out the pattern. You figured out all that stuff. Centipede, yeah, that was okay. Pac-Man was tough because it was kind of unplayable. Um, just so sad. Trying to think some of the other ones. Yeah. But the big ones, yeah, Asteroids, Defender, Pac-Man, Missile Command, Space Invaders, that was the other one. Remember that. That was kind of cheapo version of the Space Invaders. It was okay, but whenever they put them on there, it wasn't quite the same, and it was like really, really simple. Start hearing those noises in your sleep. Yeah. But that was the thing back then. But then you also started getting off into like Intellivision, Coleco, Activision. They had the one I was looking at. It was called Odyssey. That was weird because it had these little plastic films, and you put those on the television screen. And I guess it was just a light light dot, and it would go over. You have to go through the things with that, and it came with a whole kit. That was very strange. Yeah, but the ColecoVision had the weird controllers and all that. Yeah, Contra. I remember. Yeah, Contra was okay. Um, was it Zaxxon, Xevious, some of those other ones, and where they had Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat and yeah, you know what? I did a asteroids tournament. They had one in San Francisco when it first came out, and you had to go to it was the Palace of Fine Arts. They had an asteroid tournament, and all the people were competing for a home asteroids game. I had just got it. I wasn't very good at it. I got like a really bad score. I remember I had a button though that I got. It was like a 3D button asteroid ship. Competed in the tournament. It lasted about 10 seconds. didn't do very good. But then there were some people that could play that game like indefinitely, and yeah, keep getting the bonus ships, and just they didn't even have to think about it. Same people like that can solve the Rubik's cube in like 10 seconds. Take the rest of us like a couple months to get it. And you had to use a book for the solutions. Some people are just a little bit better at some of those games than I was. Do remember having those. Those were fun. For the time, they were fun. Now, You can't even compare the games now. All the, 3D and all the realistic graphics and sounds and all that details that they have now. Very simple back in the old days. The graphics, when the oh yeah, Zorg. When your character on adventure is a little dot. Yeah, it's very simplistic. Remember that? They didn't even have a guy. It was just a little dot. Tells you how sad the graphics were. They didn't have much. I think it was like they said it was like 5K worth of graphics card on those things. That's why the dragons looked like ducks. They didn't look like dragons. They looked like a duck. Red duck, a yellow duck, and a green duck. And you had to get him with the arrow. It was supposed to be a sword, but it was just an arrow. Yeah, Contra, what was that other one? Shinobi, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. There was a bunch of them. The problem was is you had to have all the different cartridges for it. Now they actually have. I've seen them joysticks that is the Atari, and they got like 100 games in the joystick itself, and it's like $20. They were supposed to have Atari box, and it was supposed to be a gaming device, and it looked like the old Atari 2600, but I guess you got like a subscription and you got online and you hooked it to your TV and you could play all the old retro games on it. I don't know if that's out. Oh, hey, Buddha. But I heard they were working on it. I don't know if they actually really launched it or not. But I know you can get the ones in like Target, Walmart, and some of these other, even in like the grocery stores and stuff like that. You can get them. I think I saw them at like Dollar Tree one time. It was grilled cheese sandwich, and I had some nachos, but they're all gone. No. Still got a little bit of melted cheese again, but that was it. Yeah, just regular grilled cheese tonight. Nothing spectacular. Oh, you were in Hawaii. Well, so did you just pass on through on your way back, or I don't know. Yeah. Well, certainly. Yeah, I guess it would be the time to come back. I guess it's gonna start getting crazy now with these the holiday coming up, and if you want to travel. I personally haven't been on an airplane in like many years, so don't know what it's like. I'm in California. Yeah, I was on my way in the living room. Thought I'd just drop on by. Okay, that's cool. But yeah, I just was going through the living room and stop on by. Yeah, fun stuff. Usually I end up late night. I end up passing on through the living room on the way to the bathroom. Cool. Very unique experience. I remember I went on an airline for the first time when I was 5 years old. I went by myself to visit my grandparents. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's been a while. But definitely Yeah, unique experience, I guess. It depends on how far. Well, Hawaii's an awful long flight. Was it like 6 or 8 hours, something like that? Depends on where you're flying from too. If you're flying from East Coast, it's a lot longer. If you're flying from West Coast, it's not as long. Yeah, so if you fly from East Coast, you got to get across there first. So yeah, it's a long flight. Not a lot to do. Oof, Miami to that's yeah. Then you got to go all the way across the across the United States, and that takes a couple hours. Yeah, you got to be. You know what? They're talking about not letting people drink on the planes anymore, and I could kind of see that they do get a little out of hand. I remember one time I was on a plane and some guy was sitting next to me and he had been bumped from the previous flight because he was too drunk. They wouldn't let him on. They told him he had to sober up before he could get on the next flight because I guess he was walking to the gate and he tripped. That's how bad he was. And then when he got on the flight, he sat next to me. And what happened when he sat down? The very first thing, he ordered a beer. And then while he was on the flight, he started drinking the beer, half of it, and then he fell asleep. And then they said, "Okay, it's time to put all your stuff away. We're all here. Give it up." He's all slammed his beer. Oh, okay, yeah. See, I don't know. Like I said, I haven't been probably 15 years since I've been on a plane, so yeah, different. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, those airport bars and the what is it, like $12 for a little dinky sandwich, and you know $5 for a bottle of water. Drinks at those bars, yeah, probably like $20 a pop for the little glass. Yeah, not. Yeah, I haven't been since. I don't think I've even been since 2000. I want to say, yeah, prior to 2000 maybe. But yeah, I'm not the. Yeah, I never understood the thing. I used to like watching that one show. I think you can still find it's called Airline. That was it. If you can find it, that's a cool thing to watch. Episodes of Airline. This was back, yeah, many years ago, and it was basically about things that happen at Southwest when the people would get drunk or they'd bump them or they'd have fights or they lost luggage and the people would yell at them, losing their luggage, or there'd be an incident, they wouldn't let them get on the plane, or it was delayed and they'd pitch a fit and yell at the people. Sometimes they like would go there and they'd overbook the airline, and sometimes there like 20 or 30 people were wanting to get on the thing and they're sorry, we've overbooked. How do you overbook 30 people? And then they had to figure out how to get them on another plane. It's kind of cool and interesting and all the stuff that went on there, but yeah, very unique show. But it was interesting to see the people, especially the ones that got denied boarding because they were drunk or they were causing, problems, fights, or they couldn't. Some of them they couldn't put their pets on board because they didn't have a carrier, and some, yeah, there are all kinds of different regulations and stuff they didn't follow. Kind of cool show. Like I said, this was back, yeah, probably early 2000s, I think. remember seeing all the crazy stuff that was going on. And then they had one from UK. It was Airline UK, a whole different kind of theme. Because the UK people are a whole totally different. They didn't carry on as much. They were a little more sophisticated. And, that was actually on a little longer. Then there was another one called on the Fly, I think it was called. The same thing. Things about the airports and problems with the airline and people. Everyday problems at the different airports. Then they had one. These were all on like A&E, and then they had one that was like the ones where they would go to the airports and they'd get the unclaimed luggage and unclaimed cargo, I guess, that had been sitting like in lost and found. So they'd sell it off. Maybe people didn't pick up their bag, or they didn't pick up their boxes or something, or they got lost, couldn't deliver them, so they'd sell them off for an auction, and then people would buy lots of stuff, and you didn't know what was inside the boxes. Some of them were like, people's just personal effects. Some of them were like business things that they were shipping and somehow got lost, and they would just in the airlines, and they'd have to hold them, and then it was like either they had to get rid of them or sell them off or do something with them. A lot of times, it was lost luggage. Some of them, they said the customs, they couldn't go through customs. So those were interesting. Interesting to see all the stuff that people would have, boxes and shipping. Some of them, they were showing that they were showing that were actually like customs. They would have to go through the things, and they had like illegal stuff. Some of them were like bags, and they had drugs stuffed inside of like car parts, and cocaine inside of dolls and stuff like that. They would confiscate the stuff. Really? I don't know if I saw that one. Kind of cool. Yeah, and sometimes they would sell off like lots of unclaimed property. Big boxes full of stuff. Same with like the storage wars kind of thing. Lockers full of abandoned lockers, and see what's inside of them. Sometimes there was nothing. Sometimes they were worth a little bit. Sometimes, it'd be laptops and jewelry and all that other kind of stuff. But it would be kind of interesting to see what got left behind, or what some people never picked up, or they got lost and then they never claimed them. And some of them were like cheap too, like only like a couple $100, and get like a whole big lot of stuff. Yeah, it'd be interesting though. But I don't. Some of it would be like I don't know. Be a surprise opening up some of those bags and stuff. You got a bag of dirty laundry or something. That would not be a very good thing to have after a couple of years. Bag full of dirty laundry and whatever else, spoiled spoiled food or something. I don't know, lotion that had been dried up. Exactly. Yeah, I don't know. That would not be good to open them up and find trash in a bag or something like that. No. I just spent $100 for somebody's trash. No, No, never had gold leaf. They used to have, I remember they used to have police auctions when you go there and get cars, confiscated cars that had been in shootouts or seized from drug dealers. Those would be interesting. Bullet holes. Yeah, you never know what you're going to get on those random property lots. Yeah, they have all kinds of weird items, you know, who knows. But yeah, those police auctions would be interesting. Car used in a shootout, Colombian drug lord, bullet holes. Secret compartments. Yeah, be different. But never went to any of those, but that would be interesting to go to. Watching the people bid on stuff. Yeah, some of them you'd get them real cheap. They've been around for a while. 1972 Ford Pinto. Seized from a drug dealer in Cuba. I don't know. Pontiac Fiero. 100,000 miles. And this one's an amphibious car. So car and a boat. They actually had those. I've seen those. They look like tanks or something. They go in the water. Those would be kind of fun. Yeah, they always have auctions and crazy stuff. Never really got into those. Or used to. They had one here. This had to have been years ago, back in what, like the 80s, I believe it was. They had a TV show. This was before all the shopping networks and everything, and it was called the auction show. And what they had was it was at the over here. It was at this place we call it the flea market. I know that some people call them swap meets. And they had a guy in the tent, and he would be selling off different items. And I guess it was at this flea market, and they had the people in this tent, and they'd put stuff up. And then somehow they linked it on TV, and it was like the guy would say, okay, for everybody that calls in and orders this, or every hand that goes up in here, you know, you get this Sony Walkman radio for $19.99. Sold $19.99. Sold $19.99. Sold $19.99. That was it. It was before the shopping and all this other stuff. It was the auction show. And they were all these, you know, some were like knockoffs. They weren't really like Sony Walkmans. They were like a different brand. TVs, stereos, boom boxes, a couple other things, but that was kind of the big thing before they got into the home shopping network. I just remember watching it on TV. Selling all this crap. Or like on don't mess with the Zohan. And you buy it Sony Guts. I've never heard of this brand, but it's Sony Guts. Inside is Sony, outside is different. You buy it, Sony Guts. Give you a good deal. Sony Guts. Do you want a side of falafel? I haven't seen that one for a little while. Maybe I'll have to watch that again. Don't mess with the Zohan. I killed the Phantom. Yeah, that was a funny one. Some of the Adam Sandler ones were okay. Some were all right. It was always funny watching those here and there. Some of the older ones were better. Some of the newer ones, not quite the same. But it was fun. So let's see, what else? Not a whole lot. Wow, it's already been 2 hours, so. No buttheads, no butthead tonight. Actually, I'm probably gonna be wrapping it up soon, and I need to get a little sleep because it's been a long day today. And I have to, I'll be able to recover over the weekend, which is good. I've been going since, 5 a.m. this morning, so yeah, it's been a long day. 5 a.m. Yeah, butthead's tired. Yeah, 5 a.m. I had to get up and I had to go do my food testing, and then I was there till about 2. Normally I get up like 8 or 9 in the morning when but I've been having to do this food testing for the for the last 3-4 weeks, and I've been having to be there for 9 a.m. on certain days, and yeah, so means and it takes an hour to get there, so I had to get up. I had to get out of here by 7 o'clock. So, and then 2 hours of testing, and then another hour coming back, and long day, like I said, and then having to drive in all that traffic and all that. But once I get to the end of this trial, that'll be a good payday. So it's just it's tough to be up early and on the road and be there for time. And the only trouble was, but I knew that when I signed up, you had to attend every session. I just wish they would have. I wish they would have had a little bit later, like 10 o'clock. That way, it wouldn't have had to be there before 9 o'clock. But I understand how they want to get it first thing in the morning, get it out of the way. But yeah, 20 sessions. I have to do 20 sessions for 2 hours each. So, fortunately, next week's only going to be 2 days because of the Thanksgiving holiday. So, yeah, I get a couple days break. Yeah, but it will pay off when I'm done. So. And at this point, I do not want ice cream. I do not want it. That's what the whole thing is about, is testing ice cream and evaluating ice cream and the terms and the types and how it melts and how it smells. Yeah, very oh yeah. You know what? I need to go. I think it's at the beginning of, hey Raymond, I think it's at the beginning of December. I need to make a trip down to the local guy's house. I did it. I did 2 years before, and last year they didn't have it. But I am gonna get down again this year to this the place. It's called Deacon Dave's. He does a Christmas light display in his house, and it's like a whole lot of Christmas light. Every year it's different theme. They have, like 500,000 lights. Every year it's different amount. Every year it's a thing, and he like decks out his entire house and courtyard, and you can go there for free. And I am gonna film it this year again, but I think he doesn't start until like, I think it's like, I saw like uh, December 2nd or whatever. But yeah, it's really cool. You can walk through there. Yeah, they start in October. He gets like a volunteer crew. They, I mean, they put it in his trees. They put it all them in his house. The whole front of his house, they have like windows with like trains and displays and all this stuff you can walk through. There's like a waterfall and stuff. Really cool, really impressive. I have videos out there from uh, a year ago and then 2 years before. So if you wanted to take a look at those, you could look it up. It's Deacon Dave's. I believe it's from 18 and 19. 2018, 2019. He didn't do it last year, obviously. And it's kind of cool. You can walk through it. Well, he's a deacon for a church, and I think they might like have a storage container or something like that. And when every year when they do this, they get people donate all the lights and stuff, and then they spend a lot of time putting them up, putting up all the displays, putting up all the lights and the yeah, like houses, and they have like trains and animated things and all that. It's really cool. And I'm gonna have to go through there. I'll do a walkthrough and show you guys all this stuff. But hopefully I'll be able to do that. I'm gonna have to go on a weekday when it's not. Weekends are more crowded. Hang on a second, guys. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. I am back. Yep. There you go. Deacon Days 2019, and I also had the 2018, the first one I went to. I was going to do it last year, but he didn't do it, unfortunately. Yeah. Yeah, they start doing them in beginning of October, and they have like a whole volunteer crew, and they have to string up the lights. They have to build the displays. Some of them are actually inside of his house, and they have like all the windows and the buildings and the they have like puppets and dolls and just all kinds of stuff. And all their trees are totally filled, and then stuff on the roof. A lot of work. Yeah, it's really impressive too when you go there. And it's not, it's just in a regular neighborhood. It's not like, you know, thing. You just go there, and in this town, everybody knows where the guy's house is, and you just head out there and just park on the side street, and they have like, you know, whole whole long line. You just wait to walk through. No admission. You can donate if you want to, but yeah, it's pretty cool. And takes a few minutes to walk through. It's really cool. He's been doing that quite a few years. And like I said, last year was the first year he didn't do it. So, and that was mostly because of the volunteers, and he didn't want to do that. So now it's going to be, I saw there's actually a website. There's actually a website you can go to and check it out. You could actually see what the display looks like each year, and they tell you all about it. And I think they'll even have the light count for each individual year. It's kind of cool. They have a few other ones in town, but that's basically the biggest one. So I will go down there whenever they open it up. I'll check it out. And lately it's been getting dark at like 5 o'clock, so I don't think I have to worry about that. I'll go down there 5 or 6 o'clock and do a little walkthrough and film it. It's kind of cool. But yeah, definitely you gotta check that out every year. Pretty impressive too. But yeah, really neat stuff. And then there are some that you could just drive around and look at different people. I know a lot of people would do drive around, and some of them they were doing drive-through displays where you drove through like a lane, or you do like some of them they were doing like at a fairgrounds or something. You could drive through and see all the different lights that they set up. Didn't do a walkthrough, you just did a drive-through. Oh yeah, that'd be interesting. I know some people did that. I've seen some that are like synced up to music. I saw one was like Star Wars. Had the Star Wars music and all the lights were blinking to the Star Wars songs and all that, and all the sound effects and all the music. That would be pretty cool. And some of them are just big displays, and they light up and very elaborate. So I don't know that I could do that much, but it is kind of cool to see them. They have them on TV a lot. This one's definitely worth seeing. So I will get out there once they open it up. And fortunately, it's just a little ways away, and don't have to drive too far. I just gotta get there when it's not so crowded. I'll go like on a Tuesday or a Wednesday or something like that. Weekends are worse. Weekends take a lot. And I think if the one time I got there right when they opened it, and went pretty fast. It does you do get a line pretty quick sometimes, so yeah, but it goes through fast. It's not like Disneyland where you have to walk through the line forever. But it is cool. I wouldn't mind having that. And that's a really nice neighborhood over there. I think the neighbors don't like it though. All the neighbors that are around, they have to have all the people stand in front of their house, and they park on the street all the time, and they got to deal with all the crowds. Yeah. Yeah, well, it's a little different here. I mean, 20 minutes, yeah, you can get through part of town, but yeah, the rest of the stuff, you get freeways and traffic and bridges and whatnot. And I found a way to get to the place without going on the bridge, so saving bridge tolls now. But it takes a little longer, I think, without using the bridge, but yeah, save $6 a time, so I don't have to pay that. I couldn't imagine having to pay every time that I went there 20 tolls. Huh. 120 bucks just to use the bridge. That's a little bit much. True, yeah. It's a little bit more spread out over here, I guess. But yeah, so not a real big. I don't have a real big Thanksgiving plan. I'm actually not having turkey. I'm having chicken, just because didn't really want turkey. So I'm just gonna have chicken and the regular, other stuff. Yeah, they still are jammed up. But nothing real elaborate for Thanksgiving. I don't know if you guys are doing it. That's good. Like everybody's a little different about, I guess, their Thanksgiving traditions. Some people turkey, ham, tamales, roast beef. Uh, some people even do lobster. Uh, I guess whatever works best for you guys. I guess whatever you like. Not really a ham person, so that's why I wouldn't do the ham. But and see, with just two people, it's like not worth buying a whole turkey and cooking a whole turkey. So just going with the regular chicken. Nice. Yeah, the only thing I'm gonna do is just stuffing, mashed potatoes. Yeah, stuffing, mashed potatoes, gravy, and I think I don't like green beans, so I'm not gonna do that. I don't know. Yeah, so I'm not gonna get too elaborate. Just the real basics. And last year, I got from one of those grocery stores, the pre-made turkey dinners. That was not very good. The potatoes were horrible, and the cranberry sauce was not good. The stuffing was like nasty, and there really wasn't much in it that was very edible, and it wasn't that great. And so yeah, I'm not gonna do the store pre-made dinners anymore. And they're a little expensive. They're like 40, 50 bucks. So yeah, stand away from those. Just make your own. Don't get too elaborate. But yeah, so that's what the planning on doing. And just staying home. I'm not gonna do any of the. Um, I don't watch football, so I'm not gonna watch any of the football games. I'm not gonna. Um, I don't know. I don't know what else gonna be on for Thanksgiving, but I know they're gonna start into the. Yeah, they're gonna start into this Black Friday stuff. They're already starting to do that now. Today was like Black Friday already. So they're gonna do all this shopping online, in store. I don't know if they're actually gonna open on Thanksgiving like they did the last couple times. I don't think so. They were doing ghost door busters and all that stuff. Ah, okay, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm not. Football. Yeah, don't really care about it. And sometimes I don't like. I watch the parade a little bit, but then it gets a little bit hokey and boring. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. Once you get once you get that system, man, that's it. I'm not getting anything elaborate either. True, me neither. No, senor. No, no habla inglés. But yeah, I'm just I stay out of the whole fiasco and all this stuff that they people that love to go out and get in all the, fracas and fight with people over stuff, bargains, and it's not worth it. Just go online any other day of the year and buy the stuff. It's not a big deal. And now, if you have kids and you have, a whole lot of family, that's a whole different story. But the way I look at it is Christmas is really for kids and family. Yeah, I understand. That's why I don't want to go out. I don't want to fight in that. I don't see the need to get all the gifts and everything like that. No, no. Yeah, well, that'd be different. Yeah, that's why I say I stay out of the stores. Uh, once once November's over, man, I stay out of it. I'm almost doing almost everything online. It's easier. There's less hassle. You can get just as many bargains online as you can fighting with people in stores. It's almost not worth it anymore. Whenever possible, I just order things and it shows up at your doorstep. So, yeah, uh, much easier. No hassle, no fights, no arguing over parking spots. True. But yeah, I stay away from all that hassle and fights and arguments and stuff. It can get downright nasty. I've been some of those places sometimes, man. The people are fighting over the bargains. I've seen them trample people. I've seen them knock people down. They fight and argue over, the TVs and deals and whatever the things are. They want to get to it right away. Actually knocking people down and pulling things out of their arms and stuff like that. That's a little much. I can't see doing that, but some people love to wait out in the cold and exactly. Well, you don't even have to do Cyber Monday. You could do any other day of the year. They got sales all the time. I don't know that you really save all that much. Not like it used to be when, yeah, the deals were really good. You can get like $1,000 TV for like $200. That was a great deal, but you don't really save all that much, I don't think. And the stuff that they do put on sale is kind of outdated anyway. Like I said, I don't buy that much anymore, anyways. So yeah, just nice little gifts, nothing too extravagant. Just buy it online. And if it gets there for Christmas, it gets there for Christmas. If it gets there after Christmas, no big deal. They'll just have another gift after Christmas, I guess. A little bit too much emphasis on buying things and who can get the most gifts, who can get the best gifts. To me, it's more about family. It's more about spending time together, in just enjoying the season, not enjoying buying gifts and getting gifts and what. Yeah, yeah. That's why I'm just more like enjoying the sights and the sounds and the music and just the holiday itself. The commercialism is a little bit too much for me. So, like I said, I stay home, watch the Christmas specials, look at the pretty lights. Eventually, I will do the. I'll probably put up the tree, but I won't do it till after Thanksgiving. So put that up and then decorate it. And usually it takes about a day or two. Sometimes I'm like, I don't want to rush it. I'll put the tree up and get it all set up and then just put the ornaments on a little at a time and then I'm done. That's as elaborate as I get for the holiday. I don't do Christmas lights. I don't do big decorating. I put up the tree, and that's about it. Some of the decorations. No, not this year. Not gonna do it this year. Not gonna do it. Wouldn't be prudent at this juncture. Like I said, we're having chicken, no turkey, and just real basics: mashed potatoes, gravy, and stuffing. That's really it. Not gonna be the whole spread. Not gonna be the whole um, layout and stuff. Very, very basic. And just a regular chicken, not a whole turkey, not for two people. And we were doing the turkey breast, and that was okay, but yeah, not that wild about turkey. So yeah, just a basic, really simple meal. Um, no, it's just a regular whole chicken. We're gonna just roast the whole chicken, cook it in the oven, just like just like you would a turkey, but smaller. And you don't really need elaborate stuff anymore, especially if it's just one or two people or a very small family, I guess. And if you had relatives and you had your whole family over and you had guests and stuff, then that would be a whole big thing. But not that big deal. Kind of like the whole New Year's and all that stuff. They're very quiet. Stay inside. Keep it quiet. And what is it? Next Thursday. So yeah, I probably will be. I will be on Friday, I think. I'm not real big about sweet potatoes. Not really big about pumpkin as much, but rainbow jello. I've done that. I have done the poke cake, the jello poke cake. Those are actually kind of cool. You make like a yellow cake, and then you poke holes, and then you pour jello in it, and then you put like Cool Whip on the top. Those are kind of fun. And I definitely know if I get dessert, it will be pie, but no ice cream. No ice cream. Oh, I never thought I'd say that, but right now I do not want ice cream. At least for another month. Yeah. No ice cream. Thank you. Yeah. That's what everybody else was saying too. They strangely do not want any ice cream. Even when it was my birthday this last Sunday, I didn't want any ice cream. Well, like I said, I'm not craving ice cream for a while. I mean, it's like I used to work in a pizza parlor, and for years I didn't really want pizza because I had it every day, and yeah, do stuff enough. No, not quite. 30. I'm 30. Yeah. That's where I stopped at 30. It doesn't change. It stays at 30. So, yeah. just been taking it easy. Like I said, it was a very quiet birthday. Didn't do anything at all. Stayed home. I had Afghan food for birthday dinner and brownies for. I didn't have a cake. I had brownies. That was it. And very quiet. Didn't even no presents, no anything. So it's all good. Like I said, I don't make a big deal of my birthday. Just another day. It's gone by. It's over. But I appreciate all the birthday wishes from everybody. That was cool. Well, you could. I have stuff I can make my own dough from. I still have that. I have another box of that Chef Boyardee pizza, so I could use that dough. Or you could use the bread, frozen bread dough that you get from the grocery store. I forget the name brand of it, but it's like 3 loaves of bread, and you could use that as pizza dough. It's I forget what the name of it was. But yeah, they have the pre-made frozen bread dough, and it comes in like 3 loaves. All you have to do is thaw it and roll it out, and it makes the perfect pizza dough. Works real good. Or you can do it from scratch. You could do the homemade thing. Sometimes you can actually go to a pizza parlor and ask them for dough. You buy a ball of dough, I guess, like a regular. Some of them will sell them to you. Some of the grocery stores have them. Trader Joe's, I believe, has raw pizza dough that you can get. Comes prepackaged. So you could do it that way. Actually, I do have a bread. I have a bread making machine. I could do that to make the pizza dough if I really wanted to. But like I said, I have that. I have the Chef Boyardee box. I'm gonna get ready for. I have something special I'm gonna do for that one. But yeah, or you could just do I've even seen was it Pillsbury has the pizza dough in a tube, and you just pop it open and roll it out. It's like Pillsbury. Or what you could do is you could go to Papa Murphy's and get a plain cheese pizza, and then top it yourself if you wanted to. And that would be another way to do it. If you want to kind of do it semi homemade, just have the plain cheese and then add whatever toppings you want on yourself. You might even be able to just ask them just for the rolled out dough. All right, thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm probably going to be wrapping up and heading to sleep shortly myself. Like I said, it has been a long day, and I'm ready to call it a night, and then I'll be back tomorrow. Yeah, be on for a little bit tomorrow, anyways. Yeah, cool. Automobile. Dong. Where is Grandpa's automobile? Automobile? Leck, big leck. Dong, Grandpa is talking to you. Oh, no more Yankee my wanky. The donga need food. Oh boy. I'm getting punchy now. So I think it's time for bed. She went, Where's Samantha? She go get married to oily bullhunk. Married? Yeah, married. Jeez. Oh boy. Yeah, it's getting late. I'm getting punchy. I think it's time to wrap it up and head to bed. So thanks guys for hanging out tonight. I appreciate it. I will see you guys tomorrow night. I have to wrap it up and get some sleep before I go completely cuckoo. So I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Everybody have a great weekend if I don't get to see you tomorrow. And yeah, take it easy, stay inside. Yeah, 16 Candles, classic movie. Yeah, so all right, C Squad, have a good one. Everybody else that dropped in tonight, thanks for coming in. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Definitely I gotta get a little rest. So I'll see you tomorrow night, guys. Have a good one. Thanks for dropping in.